Review for Chapter 1 Test, Part 2. If you want to find the quotient of 0 divided by 21, that would be 0, because 0 divided by anything other than 0 would be 0. However, 21 divided by 0 is undefined because you cannot have 0 in the bottom of a fraction. If you want to find the least common multiple of these three terms, let's take a look at the variables first. We have w squared and we have a y. So the most we see the w is squared. The most we see a y in any one factorization is once. Then between 6, 4, and 3, the 6 breaks down into 2 times 3. The 4 breaks down into 2 times 2, and the 3 is prime. So the factors we need are 2 and 3. We have to use 2 2's because that's the most we see it in any one breakdown. 2 2's is 4. And then we have to use 1 3 because that's the most we see it in any one factorization. So 4 times 3 is 12. So that would be my least common multiple. When I add fractions, I want to make sure I have a common denominator. If the denominator matches, you just add the numerators. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 9 is 13. So this is 13/14. If my denominators are not alike, I need to find the least common denominator. So I break down 15 into 3 times 5, break down the 4 into 2 times 2. So I need to use 2's twice, and I need to use a 3 and a 5. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 5 is 60. So 60 is my least common denominator. So in order to get 15 up to 60, well, here's 15. It's missing 2 times 2 or 4. So I have to multiply top and bottom by 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. Then for the 4, here's the 4. It's missing 15. So multiply top and bottom by 15. And that gives me 15 over 60. So 16 over 60 plus 15 over 60 will be 31 over 60. So 31 over 60 is my final answer. Next, I want to find the product. That just means to multiply. First of all, notice a negative times a negative will be a positive. So I should have a positive answer. I'm going to take 1.3 times 4. It's just like doing 13 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5. I have one number after the decimal point, so I want one number after the decimal point. So positive 5.2. A stock rose $3 Monday, rose $5 Tuesday, and dropped $2 Wednesday. What was the net change? So rising 3 is a positive, rising 5 is a positive, dropping 2 is a minus. So 8 minus 2 is 6. And then to add negative 6 to negative 5, when we add negatives, we just accumulate more negatives. So 6 plus 5 is 11. Negative 6 plus negative 5 is negative 11. In a problem that's set up like this, we have negative 9 minus a negative 9. The definition of subtraction says subtracting a number is the same as adding its opposite. So we're really doing negative 9 plus positive 9, and that would be 0. And then if we want to compute negative 103 minus 40 plus 31 minus 62, first I would probably put together the two negatives. I'm adding them because subtraction is the same as adding the opposite. So I'm just accumulating more negatives. So just add these together, negative 143. Then I'm going to add my negative 62. So I'm going to accumulate all my negatives. So that's 5, 4 plus 6 is 10, carry the 1. So that's negative 205. Then I want to add 31. So when the signs are different, I want to take the difference. So I actually want to subtract these two numbers. So 5 take away 1 is 4. 0 take away 3, can't do it, have to borrow. That's 10, take away 3 is 7, 1. But because this was a negative number and I didn't add enough to get into the positive numbers, I'm still in the negative numbers. So my answer is negative 174. So you can expect 20 problems on the test, very similar to these. Each one is worth 6 points. So it will be graded by the computer, so there will be no partial credit, so make sure you check all of your answers carefully on the test.